All right. Good morning, everybody. My dog is also entering the room and saying good morning. So today we're going to be drawing some frogs. I apparently watch other people draw frogs a lot on Twitch, and I've been getting recommendations of more people to draw frogs. And I was like, well, if I like frogs so much, maybe I should draw my own frogs. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I haven't really drawn frogs before. Well, not a realistic frog, anyway. So we'll see how it goes. Even though I have a lot of bat themed stuff on this channel, and bats are my favorite animals, frogs are definitely a close second for me. I hope everybody's having a nice morning if you're off for Thanksgiving or something, maybe. Or if you're still working today, I hope it's not too bad. So let me get some music put on here. Okay. Get his little eyes blackened in, big black eyes or something. That's pretty cute. And so last time we were working on finishing a old Procreate draft that I had going. So I'd like to finish that on another stream, but I thought today, since I'm not at work, then maybe I can get some more fun stuff done today before the festivities start. This guy's a little bit more difficult to draw than I thought that it would be. Not used to frog proportions, but we'll get it. Not sure about this music right now. Let's see. And his little bottom lip kind of comes up like this. He's just a little small guy. So my iPad to cooperate a little bit here. I don't know if you can hear the music some, but it sounds a little froggy, so I guess we'll go with that. Got some little juicy forearms here. I feel like my lines are a little crazy today. I think I'm nervous about drawing a frog. Let's see here. There we go. My iPad is just truly not wanting to cooperate lately, and I'm not really sure what that's about, but I'll figure it out one of these days. All right, so we've got big frog toe here. It looks like, hmm, it looks like his different toes are different shapes here. I'm admittedly not super up on frog anatomy, but just try to draw what I see here. I may have made his forearm a little too juicy. Yeah, wow, that bicep is juicy. Front wheel drive frog. Yeah, I think he might be slightly too juicy, actually. I'm gonna move this part back a little bit. I think it's actually kind of more like this. So still pretty juicy, not as juicy. Okay. I think it's kind of where his little, I don't know, his palm. I don't know. Okay. I don't know that I have time to mimic all the frog texture on here, but it is kind of a nice texture. It's very wet looking, I guess. Lots of little frog shines. Okay. So then he's got like kind of looks like this is like a fold overhang here. All right. It's pretty dark in this space, so I'm gonna go ahead and kind of color this area in. All right, let me see if I can get the rest of his body so y'all can see just how little this guy is. And I also feel like we need to make some kind of indication here. Okay. All right. So actually, I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. All right, we'll fix that some more in a second. Okay. So this I think is actually just trying to get my pencil to work here, which is very frustrating. I don't know if streaming from it is making it worse or what, but okay. So then his little body looks like it kind of comes around here, like that, and then we've got a little, this cute little back leg. We got another hello from my dog entering the room if you can hear her walking around. Let's see. We got a big toe hanging out right here. So he's really all eyes. All eyes and a little bit of head. Um, yeah, it's such a weird shape. So I'm kind of trying to figure that out. Okay. I did pick a, pretty exaggerated looking little guy for my first for my first frog. So, I think I also figured out what some of the problem is here. Mm, I think I made his little head too tall. Let me see. Mm, okay, working up. Oh, wow, y'all are seeing that right? How it's not working. Okay. 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 I think that's a little bit closer. He is just a warm up after all. But yeah, I think that's a little bit better in terms of what the depth of his little head and stuff like that. Okay, now I think we're cooking. Getting cuter and cuter the more he gets smooshed. I know. See, that's why I wanted to draw him because he does look really smushed and cute, and I wasn't capturing his full smushiness at first. Okay, so I think that's definitely better. That's a lot better. Okay, it's pretty dark in here. Show some frog depth. Get some little warts going though. Well, I don't know. I guess it's not warts, right? He's just like got little nubbins all over. Make his little haunch a little bit slimmer too. Okay. Mhm. All right. That's definitely more like a cute little guy. Hmm. I think I don't usually use these other brushes too much, but let me see. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay. I really wanted something that I could kind of fill in some more value with over here and kind of give him some dimension. I think we'll just kind of put all of this in the dark for now. And then all of this is pretty well in the dark too. All right. Make them a little bit bigger. It's got kind of some little stripies on him too. Really subtle ones. All right, well, I think we got through the initial part that was a little challenging. I was kind of panicking a little bit, but I think he's definitely looking a lot better now. Sometimes your brain just panics and you gotta tell it everything's fine. We'll get through this. It's not that big of a deal if you're not an expert, a frog drawer. We'll get them figured out. Let me get my other pen back here for a second and fix this little nose. All right. I just realized his little nose was behind PNG Tuber Man, so you couldn't see his little what I'm doing over here. And I'm going to go back to my uh, kind of more thick, grainy one here. Hmm. Well, what do we think? Is he a cute little guy or no? Or thin out this mouth too a little bit. Okay. I think today's stream is probably going to be shorter than, not yesterday, the day before. I did about, I don't know, it was over 2 hours, I think. We're not going to go that long today, but what do y'all think? Should I try one more frog? I almost kind of want to get a little bit of value all over his whole skin so I can kind of go back and get some of these textures back on him. Mm, maybe one of those big frogs with the little eyes. Okay. Let me see if I can find a guy of such description. Big frog, little eyes. Okay. So I could probably spend quite a long time on this little guy, but I want to get kind of a variety going. He's decent. He's doing something here. Okay. Okay, let me see. Big frog, little eyes. Oh, the ones that screech. Oh, true. I love the ones that screech. Um, I know what you mean. They like kind of close their eyes when they screech too. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. They're so covered in sand and all the in all the pictures, which I feel like is going to make him kind of hard to draw because I can't tell what his little feet look like. Well, we'll give it a shot. Yeah, screaming frog. Gosh, they're so cute. Okay, screeching frogs. Okay, I think I'll try this picture here. Oh man, they're just so cute. Okay, all right, enough talking about how cute they are. Just gonna see if I can draw one. Oh, not the little ones. Well, let me start drawing and we'll see if we're talking about the same guy here. Let me move him a little bit over here. Okay, kind of try to draw a little bit of a sketch first this time instead of just going for it. He's basically like a big circle. So sandy. You can't super tell what his feet look like, but I'll just kind of. I think it's mostly in his shape and his little face, anyways, where we have the interest. Okay, so I think he's got kind of a frowny face before he screams. Not happy about it. Not having a good time. Yeah, I remember the first time I saw one of these guys. I think it was in a documentary or something, and I just couldn't believe it. How cute! All right, are we on the same page? Yeah, I know it is my stream and my choice, but I like taking some suggestions. Makes it fun. Okay. A little froggy frog. Okay. I think I made his face a little too well. No, let me see. Let me keep making some shapes here and see if I made his face too low or not. And that was supposed to be a search. Well, this little guy's pretty cute. Okay. I'll see if I can start kind of getting some more detail in now. I think I think I've got his essence going a little bit here. We just have so many little grains of sand all over him. Not sure if I can capture that. It might just he might just look lumpy, but let's see what I can do. And probably a combo of this really grainy brush and then a more pointy brush and some erasing, and we'll probably get like a sand texture. Oh, here we go. Let me move him more to the center so you can see him better. Just a little sandy boy. All right, and then I will get some shading going on this guy. I'm not really sure about this music. It's a little crazy. I think I'm just gonna turn it off for now. Feels a little too intense for cute little guy drawings. Did successfully not have music on the recording of this yesterday, though, so that's good. Recording of the stream the other day. My dog just loves to walk in and out of here, just check on how things are going. Click, clack, click, clack. She wants it to be her LUNCH time, but it's not time yet. All right, I think he's looking pretty cute. Uh, this one. Okay. I think sketching it in with a looser brush worked a lot better this time, or I'm just a little bit more warmed up, so I didn't panic. Interesting. I don't know what is this a pupil? I'm sure there's probably special like names for this type of eye. Okay. Okay, and then let's see. It's got this little brow ridge right here. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Very cute. I don't know why I've drawn so few frogs in my life. Pretty adorable. It's a little hard to tell where his eye, like his brow region, where his actual little bug eye is on this side, but so much sand. But we'll put it like around here and see what that looks like. Okay. All right. All right. Look at our, maybe not our first, one of our first spam chatters. That's cool. That's cool. All right. Give this little thickness going here. Very different. Very different little guys, huh? Oh, that's the thing about having pups. You never know when they're about to start barking and trying to guard you from something. I'd rather have them in here with me though, even if they cause a ruckus here and there. That's okay. I make him look more like he has paws, but I honestly can't tell what his feet look like because of all the sand. So they're just kind of like choppy, spiky, sandy. Let me try to get some more detail going on his little sandy back here. As I said, in and out, in and out. All right. Gonna try to get kind of more of his general shadow, I guess, here. Adding some more shadow to his to his undercarriage. To make him look more round. I think his arms right there. And then I really wanted to stream yesterday too, but I ended up not because I was pretty beat from work, and I worked a lot on stuff for my webtoon course yesterday, and you know, trying to make reels and stuff for that, like to post every day to basically keep getting traffic over there. So that part of it is, can be a lot of work. Or just trying to remember to make sure that I do that every day and like make stuff in advance and all that jazz. So anyway, I get pretty bad eye fatigue from looking at screens and stuff all day. So by the time I did work stuff and course stuff, I was pretty eye fatigued. And also the new season of Stranger Things came out last night, or like the first part of it. So I was checking that out. But I'd like to, you know, keep streaming, even if it's for, just a couple people at a time. That's cool. I've been finding a lot of enjoyment in it. It makes me really happy. And it's a good accountability thing to, to make sure I'm making things. And I love drawing, and I want to be drawing. I bet I have some other brushes that could be like good for this. Grainy brushes. Let's try. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Very, very, very grainy indeed. Like the snow as well. Pretty cute. It's not snowing in Texas, that's for sure, but it is kind of cool today, so that's nice. Hmm. Okay. Just some uh like some specs and stuff. That's kind of cool. I think I might want to do like a eraser of that here to get like some brightness back in. Oh, huh. Interesting. That's not really working how I thought it was gonna work. That one is a bit better. Hmm. I don't know though. He's kind of starting to look like more muddy. Not unfortunately in the sandy kind of way, but in the kind of way where it's just sort of like obscuring his shapes and stuff like that. And that is definitely not what we want. His shape is kind of the best part. So I think I'm going to go back to, first off, back to regular eraser, and then I think let's go. Let's start doing some more details and do the sharp brush for now. I do hope one day that I have a pretty active chat as I keep doing this and maybe build up a few more followers, because that definitely makes it more fun and I can talk to y'all about what you want to talk about, have some more input and feedback, and I think that's kind of fun when y'all are, giving me some suggestions and things like that. I guess I am spending a lot more time on this guy, even than the last one. I think he's just like, I don't know, he's just so cute. Like he's just a pleasure to draw, really. I don't even know. That doesn't look like sand, but that's okay. So I was just thinking about frogs today because of being recommended a lot of frog related channels lately. And then it's also my partner's birthday today, and you know, his family and whatnot. Tell him Sepo Verde, like green frog. Mhm. Maybe if I'm streaming without music, I can put a mic or something close to the iPad so you get the ASMR of the little chunk chunk tablet on the screen. I can hear his little screech in my head. Just imagine it. Yep, yep. All right. I think maybe I can add like some more like highlights now. I'm trying to somehow get across that he's covered in sand. I feel like if you're a fan of this kind of frog, you're probably already imagining him covered in sand because you know about it. If you don't know about the little screeching frogs, I highly recommend looking up a little video so you can hear him in all his squeaky glory. The picture I'm drawing from is kind of like a screenshot of a video where he's doing his screeches. Let's get a little bit more value here so I can cut back in with a highlight. There we go. I think he's looking pretty good, pretty sandy, pretty pent up rage. I think I might make his little mouth Just a little bit longer because I'm looking at the picture and I feel like his brown is like a little bit deeper. Nice. Okay. Right. It's good to bring other people joy with your art, but if it doesn't bring you joy, what is the point? And he's definitely bringing me joy, so that's good. All right, I'm almost done with him, I think. Just get a little bit more value here that I can cut away some sandy particles at. It's getting a little dark, but I'll get it in a sec. There we go. Just want to get some more sand on this back leg here. Hope everybody is having a nice day today. This morning, it's about 11 o'clock where I am, 11 o'clock in the morning. Wow, that's a lot of progress. I'm gonna have to run this back and see how you got there. Yeah, I think that he's been going pretty well. I think better than our first guy. I was a little worried about drawing frogs, so I think this one looks, how it's supposed to look more or less. I think this guy is also just making me really happy to draw. So I think that investment made him turn out a little bit cuter. Maybe I'm biased to his little round shape. So, and we tried out a few more brushes on this one. Mostly I've been using this top one up here and the Permasofty, but then I was also doing some pretty big grainy ones just to see what would happen. So that's our little screeching frog. I almost kind of want to improve on the other guy here because I feel like I did him dirty. Like I feel like he could be even cuter than he is. I don't know. Let me see if I can just fix him up a tiny bit. And I don't know. I still believe in him. I think that he can be just as cute as our little squeaky friend if I just give him a little bit more love. Might also help if I put some kind of overall value on him like I was doing with our little screeching guy. So I can cut back into that with some white. I think that should help a little bit. It took me, I don't know, maybe it's because like this guy's shape is like, okay, I get it. He's like a big round ball, which almost makes it a little bit easier. But then this guy, it's like, he's got huge eyes and then his head is really big, but then his body looks kind of small. And he's maybe he's like visually confusing me a little bit when I'm looking at the picture and I'm like, what is this? I don't have a lot of frog drawing experience, some reference points for figuring out what he is supposed to look like. Other than the photo, but right, you're supposed to draw what you see, not draw what you know. And so my brain is trying to figure out what I know about how to draw this frog instead of just looking at the picture and being like, oh, okay. This line goes here, this line goes here. That was probably one of my favorite things I was told in art school by like my very first drawing one professor, that we need to draw what we see and not what we know. Pretty memorable and helpful and honestly really accurate. your brain will try to take over a lot, like the reasoning side of your brain and tell you how things are supposed to look. And then you stop just using your eyes and your hand-eye coordination to draw what's in front of you. And then I feel like imagination is kind of, I don't know, drawing from imagination is sort of the opposite. You are definitely pulling a lot from what you know, maybe, and maybe past experience with your hand-eye coordination and things that you've drawn before and things that you do know to even like come up with stuff that you've never drawn before. Anyway, that's my little art soapbox, I guess, for Thanksgiving morning. I do feel like his mouth. Okay, I think I need to do something with his mouth here because I think that that might be contributing to his appearance. Okay, so it's actually kind of like thinner and lower, and then kind of comes up around here. Okay. Wise words. Yeah, the professor I'm talking about now is, or that I'm talking about is retired now. His name is Can't Rush. Very wonderful, wonderful person and great printmaker and drawer. Any printmaking fans out there? I recommend taking a look at Kent's work, Kent, and then Rush, Rush. Okay, I think that actually helped a lot. Add in a little bit of texture back again. And I think, maybe some of my dark lines here are also not helping because they're just it's too dark and too thick. That might be another reason why the other little guy is working pretty well. Don't have a lot of thick outlines and stuff on him. More value-based little guy. Okay, and then I still feel like something about this little dude's eyeball, like, I don't know. It's just such a interesting shape, the way it connects to his head. I think that's better. Okay. I'll add him back some shines and then I guess I'll let this guy go. Trying to see if we zoom out here. Uh, he's just breaking my heart. Like I just I feel like he could be so much better. But I'm probably overworking him now at this point, and maybe that's part of the problem too. Yeah, he could need something to rest on. And the photo I'm looking at, he's kind of resting on like a soft paper towel or something, maybe. Or maybe it's like a blanket. I'm not really sure. It does have like kind of a fuzzy texture, but like a really, really low fuzz. I don't know if that makes sense. Like the height of the fuzz is not very high. And so I don't know. I'll see if I can kind of just give him. I don't know if that might be helping a little bit. Yeah, I guess it's kind of grounding him more. Oh, iPad. Yeah, I'll have to like just draw a little bit on my own and see if it's still acting up because I know it's acting up in general for me, but I feel like it is maybe a little bit worse while streaming. Like it's I guess making it lag a little bit. Okay, and then let me get a little bit more value on his I think maybe also we kind of do that a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I think that's better. Let me give him a little bit more volume and texture, like around his mouth. He does have some little pimply guys by his mouth here. The little guy is grounded. Maybe him. Yeah, I guess it's working a little bit better. And also I think treating it more like a chiaroscuro or something is working a little bit better too. I also feel like this little juiciness up here could be a little bit better. I feel like I'll try to capture his like the way his back and whatnot is kind of resting on his arm is also I feel like important to his character. Not like his little side bit right here. Okay, little dude. I think we're almost there. He does look better. I think I just kind of wanted to give up on him earlier. But I had to draw another frog to get more confident about drawing this frog, I guess. My dog just sighed like, that's enough of the frogs. I don't care. I just want my lunch. So I'll have to take care of her in just a second. It's actually still not even her lunchtime. Never mind. She's tricking me. Yeah. Yep, she eats at 12, so one more hour. She never got used to the time change. She just thinks feeding her late every single day. Mhm. All right. I keep saying that I'm almost done or done. I was thinking I was just gonna draw for about 20 minutes, and it's been an hour and 11 minutes. That's cool. 111. All right. I think that these guys are looking pretty good. So I think I completed my frog quest for today. I hope that y'all like them. I'll zoom in one more time here. We've got this little man and our little screeching buddy. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining me. I hope you had fun watching this frog stream, and I hope you have a good day if you're, hanging out with family or anything. Even if you're not, just have a nice day. Hopefully, you have the day off, and I'll see y'all again soon.